It is Riley Sheehan, but you can call me Sheehan, my last name. I'm here today, um, out here in the beautiful sun with the birds, the goose flocking together in the water, and the sun shining bright on the beautiful trees, because I'd like to say a message, and that's about life and what we can do in our time here when we are sitting in our bed thinking, what is it that we are doing today? What is our intention? So there are things that are going on in the world, problems, issues that have been a long time thing that have been improving over time. For instance, the fact that people that are black can vote. There was a time when barriers were very high and black people could not vote. They came in and they had to take an almost impossible test that lawyers and doctors even failed to be able to vote, guaranteeing that the white people in government would not indict the people that were lynching black people and murdering black people because of simply the color of their skin. So that has improved drastically, but the only way that that improved was the people that really were affected by it. They stood up and said something. They made their own sacrifice. They went to jail. They went to, you know, the barriers that were put in front of them, and they looked to push past them, and it happened. Martin Luther King got, not him alone, but him and all of his followers got the black people the right to vote. And that's just melanin. We're really not that different. We're all human. But it took those people standing up and saying, okay, I'm willing to pay the price. I'm willing to go to jail. I'm willing to be possibly assassinated because of the sacrifice that I will make. And so when we're sitting down and thinking, what do we do today, we got to think, what is it that we are affected by drastically? Well, maybe not drastically, but at first, what is a little problem in our lives? For example, I always get denied, the lottery ticket at the deli, and they always say no to letting me have 5 lottery tickets when the guy next door, who is friends with the guy behind the desk, gets 10 lottery tickets. And, boom, there's a problem right there. And that could be, lottery tickets, that's, a whole different equation and question. That's like, to solve that is like solving greed in human condition, and that's a bigger problem. But starting small, something like that, and saying, hey, that's not right. Having people who have also had that experience with lottery tickets, they come in, 3 people, you got 3 of your friends, 4 people altogether, including you. You come into the store, say, hey, that's not right. If he's getting 10 lottery tickets because he knows you, and I'm getting 5, that is unjust. That is not righteousness. And so starting small and then bigger and bigger, but going with the problems that impact you, because if you go for another person's problem that is still a problem, but it is not yours, it is just not going to go. You're not going to be able to push on through that. I have the problem that I have noticed of anti-Semitism in my school. And that is directly affecting me because I have Jewish family members, and thinking about them being killed and thinking about humans being murdered because of who they are is just, I think, a horrible thing altogether. But my connection to it is my family members and the school that I went to, and experiencing that firsthand and seeing that it is a problem, and experiencing the sympathy for the people who have told stories of the Holocaust, and saying, wow, we do not want that to happen again. I do not want that to happen again, so I am going to continue this fight for the rest of my lifetime. Right? So we have to think about this and think about what are we doing with our time, and how can we make this place a little more bearable for the people that are not thinking it is bearable at all. And setting, as Cornel West says, and as Martin Luther King has done, and as Malcolm X has done, and all of these leaders that have really worked towards making things a little more bearable, right? And changing it in that way, setting the high standard, like as Cornel West says. So we have to do that, but first start with those little problems when we are thinking about what we are doing with our free time.